Since joining the league as the third overall choice in 2018, Luka Doncic is one of the league's brightest players. The talented guard has done a lot throughout his time in the NBA, from being the youngest league MVP in EuroLeague history to securing a shoe contract with Jordan during his second season. While most know him for his Luka magic on the court, few know as much about him off it, which is the subject of this film. Let's go into this film and look at Doncic's personal life away from the court. Luka's lifestyle off the court. Despite being an NBA superstar, Luka has a rather average life away from the game. Luka is generally seen playing video games, watching television, or spending time with his two pet dogs when he isn't producing jaw-dropping moves or breaking opponents' ankles on the court. He claims to spend 2 to 3 hours every day playing video games, and even has a gaming center built up in his bedroom for this purpose. FIFA and Overwatch are two of his favorite games, which he has played since he was a child. When Luka isn't gaming, he enjoys watching the television show, Friends, most likely because one of the main characters is his celebrity crush. Despite the apparent age gap, Luka openly claimed when he first came in the NBA that he would want to date Jennifer Anniston, who portrays Rachel in Friends. Hugo, a Pomeranian, and Gia, a white Swiss Shepherd, are Doncic's dogs. He's had his dogs since he was a little child in Slovenia, and he clearly takes pleasure in them, as he often displays them on his social media pages. Apart from these activities, he spends a lot of time with his fiancée and mother, who he resided with during his first year in the league. Overall, it's evident that Doncic is simply another ordinary man with above-average basketball talents. Luka has always loved Michael Jordan and LeBron James, idolizing both since he was a child. Both James and Jordan were pushing hard for Doncic to sign two partnerships with their respective companies during his second season in the league in 2019. Luka was being courted by James to be one of the first signees to his newly founded LeBron brand as a part of Nike, but Nike was not interested, and Luka unfortunately was never given a chance to sign with the company. Doncic eventually settled on signing with the Jordan brand. He cited the company's exclusivity with top-tier sportsmen as the primary factor in his decision to choose them over other offers. He received a 5-year agreement for well over $7 million, making him the brand's most promising young star. According to Doncic, he was so scared the first time he met Michael Jordan that he forgot to ask Jordan for a photo. Fortunately, Doncic and Jordan will cross paths again because the GOAT is likely to re-sign Doncic to a lengthier term after this present one expires. Given the present state of affairs, it's very probable that Doncic will release a signature shoe, since many young kids will want to wear his kicks both on and off the court. Gross income. In perspective of NBA players, Luka has a modest net worth, but once his rookie contract expires, he is expected to get a massive extension. His present net worth is estimated to be approximately $8 million, but his next deal might be worth up to $250 million, significantly increasing his net worth. As a consequence of his superstar performance, expect the Mavericks superstar to break the bank and maybe earn a record-setting deal. Because of his small financial worth, he hasn't made any recent purchases that have broken the bank. This hasn't prevented the Slovenian sensation from adding to his collection of wonderful gadgets. Doncic has a number of vehicles, including a couple Porsches that he considers his favorites owing to their elegant design and speed. He has a red Audi A7 valued about $70,000 and a black Porsche Panamera worth $80,000 to $150,000. Furthermore, Doncic has a similar electric blue Porsche Panamera that costs roughly the same amount. He also has a red Porsche 911 Turbo with black custom rims. He obviously has a taste for foreign luxury automobiles, which fits him well. Doncic also spent a significant amount of money on a magnificent Dallas property in the city's center. However, since Doncic enjoys the solitude and unity of nature, the home is located near a lake from which he can gaze out and enjoy the scenery. He lives next door to Mark Cuban, the Mavericks' rich owner, and George W. Bush, the former president of the United States. Doncic is also said to have a sizable sneaker collection, which includes some of his favorites, Air Jordans. He's also mentioned that he enjoys dressing up and spends a lot of money on shirts and other items to go to games and around town. Clearly, the Slovenian star has some fashion sense, which is not something that every athlete can claim. During the 2020 NBA lockout, Doncic allegedly spent a significant amount of money on a private plane to travel back to his native Slovenia. He also spends a significant amount of money on his physique and diet each year, having established a home gym and employed a personal chef to handle his food demands. Plus, despite everything, Doncic is a really compassionate guy. During the pandemic's early stages, he and teammate, Dwight Powell, contributed approximately $500,000 to local healthcare personnel to help in the depths of the pandemic. Aside from his vehicles, home, and money for clothing and shoes, the Slovenian celebrity leads a somewhat low-key existence at this time. Video games and televisions account for the bulk of any extra purchases. He has, however, been cautious to preserve his money and make his larger acquisitions whenever the organization offers him a major contract in the future. Mark Cuban, the Mavericks owner, likened Luka's lifestyle to that of Dirk Nowitzki, the Mavericks Hall of Famer, in that both were not excessively involved in acquiring lavish items off the court and wanted to concentrate on the game of basketball. The fact that their off-court personalities are so similar seems quite appropriate, given that Luka's performance on the floor has him well positioned to one day join Dirk in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Luka's female companion. You'd think that being the face of the brand, Doncic would have his choice of the females. This celebrity, on the other hand, has one from his upbringing in Slovenia. Ana Maria Goltesh is Luka's girlfriend. When he was 12 years old, they met. They've been dating since 2016, according to Doncic, and she's his greatest supporter and admirer. Despite a temporary breakup during the NBA draft, the two have reunited and their romance is now stronger than ever. They first met as children because they shared a group of friends, which they still do now. Goltesh, who is 2 years older than Doncic, is an Instagram influencer who also works as a fitness teacher and models lingerie on the side. She is said to be highly interested in fitness and is enthusiastic about assisting others in achieving their fitness goals. She and Doncic are presently living together at Doncic's Dallas house with their 2 dogs, Hugo and Gia. They spend a lot of time at home since they're both homebodies who like being with their pets and each other. The pair seems to be quite pleased with one another, so perhaps they can remain together for a long time. Interesting facts. One intriguing thing about Luka that many people may not be aware of is that in 2019, he helped fund over $2 million for a 22-month-old Slovenian kid with spinal muscular atrophy. Doncic even got to see the young kid as he was receiving treatment at a nearby Los Angeles hospital before a game versus the Lakers. Despite being a first-generation NBA player, Doncic hails from a long line of excellent athletes. His mother was a hurdler, while his father, Sasha Doncic, was an Adriatic League professional basketball player. His godfather is former NBA center Ratko Nastorovic, who is great friends with Luka's father owing to the fact that they both played together for much of their professional careers. Doncic's hero and tutor, current Miami Heat point guard Goran Dragic, nicknamed the Dragon, continues the tradition of past or present NBA players. During Dragic's early playing days, he and Luka's father, Sasha, played together in the Adriatic League. Luka started playing basketball after serving as a ball boy for his father and Goran's squad. Clearly, Doncic has professional basketball roots in his family and friends, which has almost likely aided him in his quest for a spot in the NBA. During his playing days, Doncic chose the number 7 as his jersey number to honor his favorite European player growing up, Vasilis Spinoulis. However, when he arrived in the NBA, Mavericks teammate Dwight Powell already had the number 7, so Doncic decided to double up on his old number and change it to 77. He has a big tattoo on his left forearm that he has had since joining the NBA, in addition to his distinctive jersey number. Non desistis non exires is a Latin phrase that meaning never give up, never surrender. Along with that sentence, he has a tiger and his former Real Madrid jersey number 7, both of which symbolize a part of who he is. So, which information about Doncic did you find most surprising? Let us know what you think in the comments area below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA and celebrity content.